And something that's really interesting is you put the top two candidates in each primary, Cornyn and Paxton and Crockett and Tallarico, against each other in some hypothetical matchups. What did that really look like? Who's the strongest Democrat? Who's the strongest Republican? And what is the tightest race?
Yeah, Brittany. And I think the headline here is that Democrats need to cross their fingers that Paxton wins the Republican nomination because he performs worse than Cornyn in all of these tests. Now, that is not to say that Democrats aren't competitive against Cornyn, because they are. So when we look at Crockett 43 versus Cornyn 48, that's a 5 point margin. Now, that's within the margin of error. That is a bit of a gap. So we would sort of handicap that race towards Cornyn, but again, within the margin of error. Crockett 46, Paxton 46, so a tied race. That is extremely competitive, obviously, and we can see that that sort of mirrors Abbott's approval. It's very close to Trump's approval at the top of the ballot. So we're starting to see that that's a little bit more of a test between generic Democrat, generic Republican, in this case, generic MAGA Republican. When we look at Tallarico, it's 47% versus 44% rather versus 47% for Cornyn. So he performs very slightly better than Crockett. And then Tallarico 46 versus Paxton 46, the exact same number as Crockett. So again, headline here, Democrats are crossing their fingers that Paxton wins in the Republican nomination. And I think that either Democrat is competitive against either Republican here.